Hi there, everyone. It's Trisha here from Trisha's Tiny Channel. Just setting up there. You can see a bit of my mess there in the first couple seconds. Um, just so you know, my dogs are sitting in the window, so if you have a problem with any kind of dog barking, you're going to have a problem with my video. Because guaranteed someone's going to walk past my window. So let's see how my zoom is for this area here. I'm trying to make it so I'm not in the video and my mess isn't. There's my colorful kitty I finished. I'm going to show you a couple of things I do when I de-kit. Probably what pretty much everyone else does because I've taken tips from everyone else's videos. I have a soft baby pink toothbrush because I bought one from Dollarama that's soft, but on one of my canvases it's so greasy that even this soft toothbrush, the drills were sliding off, so I figured I'd have to wait a bit longer. So I started using this one. It's the one I used to use for Lila because it's a Royal Canine, or however you want to pronounce it. Everyone's different. Hi Riley, you can sit. But I don't use it for Lila anymore. I started using coconut oil and stuff like that, and it cleans your teeth a lot better. So I've sanitized this thing, and I've started using it on my canvases. So I've already gone over this pretty much with it, although there's always going to be a few hairs because Riley and Lila like to jump across my desk. I also use my heavy duty marble rolling pin, which this one doesn't really have anything but the Huracan one. Pua, my favorite little pig, that one was popping drills left, right, and center. So she's pretty much done. I tried to film the last little bits where I did her ear and the yellows on her face, but every time I tried to film it, I'd either have Riley knocking over the tripod or my phone saying that it had no memory and shutting off on me, so I gave up. But today I'm going to take the kit apart. Doesn't matter what order, of course, I take it apart as long as it's apart. I've already opened up enough bags, I think, for it, so it won't take as long, because usually when I open a bag it takes me forever. Now I know that I'll be pulling off the stickers off camera for the most part, because I always pull it closer. What I usually do is I dump the drills into a funnel boat, and then it's quick and easy to pour in. I hope everyone's day is going well. For me, it's Thursday morning. It's either garbage or recycle day. I can't tell. Either way, I don't have a finished bag to put out. I usually don't go through a whole lot of wastage here because it's just me. And my roommate, he's rarely home. So when he is home, he doesn't cook much at home. So he doesn't have much to put out from those. And that's pretty much all I usually get garbage for, except for necessities, containers and stuff, and that goes in recycle. So for us, it kind of takes forever to get a garbage bag or recycle bag out because we buy the large bags. So usually every 2 or 3 rotations, I got a bag outside. See, I didn't even really use much of that green. I actually have a mixed drill in there I didn't notice. Hi Riley, I know I'm talking. I took down the barrier there because that's what my tripod sits on, and I'm trying a different angle today. So Riley, of course, can now get to me at the desk, and he's quite excited. There was a huge crow outside on the front lawn this morning, so that drove the dogs insane for about 10 minutes. I don't know what the bird was doing out there, but it was just kind of dancing around the front lawn. So, of course, Riley and Lila will go nuts for the entire time the bird's out there. I know, Riley. Isn't it exciting? You're going to be trying to get in the camera. Come on now, sit. I was debating on which canvas to start this week. I've decided on the love tree. That'll be my next one. I was going to start Dreamy Sea because that was one of the ones that was voted on when I did my What Painting Should I Start Next video. But the love tree just seems so bright and vibrant, I figured I'd give that one a try. I can't even remember who I purchased some of these for Christmas gifts, but I know when I picked them, I had somebody in mind. So it's going to be a guess now as to who I picked it for, and it's okay, as long as they like it when they get it. Mika, I know, is going to love her kitty. My friend Melissa's birthday was just the other day, the 21st. She's getting the Cheshire Cat. She's already seen it. She just has been so busy with work she hasn't come over to pick her up yet. Or him up, sorry. Saying her like the canvas. Cheshire Cat is, she's a huge Disney fan, so all those different types of movies, she loves them. I went to Florida and I came home with Cheshire Cat, Beaker from the Muppets, Grumpy, and something else for her. When I went to Indonesia, I brought back several different things for her, but one of the things I brought back for her was totally not Disney or anything related. It was a Monchi-Chi, something we had as kids. In Indonesia, they had Monchi-Chi keychains. They're only $7. To me, it was kind of expensive for their price area, but it was an imported item because it's from Japan. So when we stopped at the Japan airport on our way back, I was looking in the gift shops for something else for my brother and came across Monchi-Chis in the airport. So I bought myself one because they were actually a lot cheaper in Japan. And we don't have them here in Canada anymore and haven't in many, many years. I wish they'd come back. Lila, when she was a puppy, got a hold of one of my Monchi-Chis. Never let it go. It became her thing, her toy. And she's not one to destroy toys. She's one who just kind of guards them for the first 5-10 minutes she has it. And then after that, it's kind of like a pillow, a snuggle buddy. So she has a Monchi-Chi now. And Riley got a hold of it and chewed off an ear. And Lila also has my Build-A-Bear turtle. I had stuck my Build-A-Bear turtle that Melissa actually bought me years ago on the deacon's bench, which was sitting in the living room window before they got their current, I call it a perch. It's like a tall square box that raises them high enough in the window. But I had the turtle sitting there, and every time I look at Lila, she was snuggled up next to the turtle. So I call it her turtle now. Turtle's adorable. It's got a nice little backpack shell. Riley, on the other hand, any toy he gets a hold of, he shreds. Hi, Lila. I know I see you, Riley, but Lila's actually awake now. We've woken her up. Let's see if I can give him something to make him happy for 10 minutes. I'm getting a new dehydrator for Christmas, hopefully, but for now I've got some dehydrated chicken pieces for the dogs. And that's what they're enjoying. To me, it just smells like old corn on the cob. I don't know why. Almost done dekitting the kitty. Such lovely colors in the kitty. I love it. I might order some more of the rainbow animals just because they're so colorful. Most of the ones I do are, you know, scenic colors and blah colors as far as I'm concerned. But kitty was vibrant colors. There we go. So to put this one away, what I usually do is I take the next bag, I should say. If this one ever opens, there we go. The one I store them in is like a slide lock bag. And then I usually have a name in it. I don't know where the name is for this one, but I'll name it later. And put them in there again. It's, until I get them framed, I just keep them in here, and then eventually I'll do something with them. I'm looking at making resin jewelry or something like that with them after Christmas, since all of our mail with the Canada Post strike is out in limbo for months. I can't get anything that I've ordered online to do anything until next year. And places like AliExpress have stopped shipments altogether now to Canada, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, not much I can do. Oh, goody, where'd I hide my scissors? I knew I'd forget something. Scissors. I'm still working on my Mermaid. I started on Monday. It's, as I said, it's now Thursday. The Mermaid, I started, the body is finished. I've got her hair finished last night, which is why the scissors were over across the room, because I was crocheting watching a movie last night. Her belt, her bikini top, her tail, every other piece of the Mermaid is done except for her two arms. Arms, for some reason, it's one of the things I hate the most in crocheting. The reason basically is with 6 stitches in a round, when you go to reach for it, I have to go slow because I'm a slow crocheter anyway, but I have to slow down even more because in such a small circle, if you go too quick, you wind up crocheting like in the round like this, you wind up picking up the other side. So I have to go at an angle, which makes me a little slower. And it's 15 rounds in that little tiny circle. Oh, shush. Somebody walked past the house. So I've made my labels in advance for the love tree. I'll show you the tree in just a moment. What I usually do is I write the number that appears on the bag, excuse me, and then, and then the number that appears on the canvas. Makes it a little bit easier, especially if I put washi tape around the canvas. Then that washi tape is also going to cover up your legend, and that's a pain in the butt. So I put the legend on here. Again, you see 10A, so that you'll see that when you do the canvas, I don't have to be wondering what's what. And that's a blank one. Why am I trying to stick that on there? Take a drink of my cappuccino. Alright, where's my love tree? Here we go. There. Yep, pretty much shows the whole thing there. You can see very clear, and a dog's face in there because Riley's right there. There's the whole thing there because it's 30 by 40, I believe. Let's see, where's it? It's on the wall. Red heart tree, 30 by 40. I got it on eBay from Smitter01, S-I-M Mitter, as I believe I actually called it that in the unboxing video. SM Mitter. There's some really interesting usernames. A lot of them are numbers, but that one was cool. So this one's going to be a lot of reds and blues, as you can see. It's one of the ones I was thinking about saving for last, just because it's going to be very blah. But I'll start this one next. I think it was because I couldn't find the Dreamy Seas bag, and the reason I couldn't find it at the time when I had set this up with the stickers is because I had the Dreamy Sea bag of drills in my case. I had it all ready with the bags and everything so that when I was ready to set up the next one, it would be all together. Silly me. I forgot I set it there. And then, of course, this morning when I went to go grab the Love Trees bag of drills, I had done the same thing. I had stuck it in the kit, my little bin. Hi, that was a cat. I know, it was a cat. Calm down. I know. There's a lady 2 doors over who feeds the ferals, so they do come over in my yard on occasion. It doesn't bother me that it bothers them, so I apologize for the barking. But again, I can't always control it. I do like them sitting in the window because when I'm stuck inside some days, they still get the sunlight and they still get to enjoy the outside. I know, it was very upsetting. But the lady is kind enough to feed all the ferals in the area. She's also made sure that the rescues come around, and the rescues have got them all fixed so that there will be no more breeding, but the fact that they're still in the area stops new ones from coming in. So that lady has gotten lots of help from local shelters in order to keep those cats safe as best as she can. And she actually has taken in, I think, 3 of the cats into her house. They do still go outside on occasion, but a couple of them are now house cats. And in the wintertime, as it's quickly approaching, these cats, most of them will stay inside during the bad days. And when there's, because we are close to the woods in where I live in Eastern Passage, they get actually to stay inside on times when the coyotes are out. There are times when they've actually brought up in the schools safety around these animals. If they've actually run straight down the middle of our street in the evenings. So the fact that this lady is taking care of those cats, kudos to her. So yeah, sorry about the loud barking, I do apologize. I'll see if I can remember, I'm poor memory. I'm putting it in the description when I go to put this up there so I have a warning to people that they will be barking at a certain point in the video. I know. Now that he's hearing me talking and he's all excited because the cat was in the yard, Riley's going to be a little more hyper. But that's okay. There's one other thing I wanted to show you. Everyone's been making their own drill pens. So I've ordered a few offline, and of course, as with the strike, as we all know, nothing's arriving. But this arrived a while ago. It was supposed to have a nice, cute little kawaii face on it. It was a pen. I took out the center, and I'll use my tweezers to get the point because it will see it easier. The actual tip of the pen come up to about here on it. So when I took the pen tip out, which looked like that, it still was quite high. I slowly cut it down, because at first I thought it would be okay here, but the tip of the drill pen wouldn't fit flat on it. So I cut it all the way down to here, and scraped it all nice and clean. Used the E6000 glue on it, because I've used it for years and it's popular among a lot of crafters. I let it sit in my toothbrush holder that a friend of mine 3D printed, because when you take this cap off it sits flat. So it glued on there quite nicely. I'm going to be using it soon with my Love Tree tried out. The lid doesn't quite fit on it because the drill pen is much longer than the actual pen was. But hopefully that'll keep the stuff moist in it, so it doesn't dry out. I'm probably going to use black paint or a Sharpie marker to draw on a face. I did complain to the vendor that the face wasn't on it. I still gave him positive feedback because it wasn't a reason to give them a negative feedback, but they apologized, said they had to recently change distributors, and they did update their listing to state that it no longer had a face on it. So I was satisfied with that and gave them a positive review. it actually was a wonderful writing pen, but sometimes when you go to write and all of a sudden one letter would disappear and then the next one. So I decided that'll be my first trial on switching it out. I have a couple other pens I have ordered on eBay. One here is a Hello Kitty pen, and she goes down, but right now she's a great working pen, so I'm considering doing that when she's run out of ink. And same with this one, it works amazing. It's such a nice black fine tip pen. So when that one runs out of ink, I'll probably switch her to one as well. There's one I would love to switch. It was a gift, but unfortunately, I'd have to break this to get open, but it's got a really cool lobster on the end with it. So that would be cool. It was from the pharmacy down the road. It says Canada on it, so I thought that would be pretty awesome to turn into a drill pen, but I'd have to break it, and I don't know if that would be successful or not. So we'll see. And I'm gonna grab my bag that I just kicked across the floor when I went to get the scissors. In my last video, I was showing in Michael's haul there the beads that I picked up. So they're all mixed up in here now because I did take them down to the coffee shop yesterday, and that's how I forgot to bring containers, so everything got thrown into my big Ziploc bag. Bianca quite laughed at me when I brought everything down. It's such a mess. I gave her a set of these, the whole pack of 28. So she put some mini beads in it, the seed beads, because I don't have any, to start making some tips for my necklace. Because I showed you the end caps and all the mini tassels, my bells, and the beads that I picked up at Michael's. So using this to hold it. That's one of the things I made. Oh wow. I just totally noticed Riley's totally in the video. And I just said totally like 3 times. You gotta stop that. Let's see if this will block her. Sit. So what I'm doing is the I-cord necklaces. And this is one that Bianca designed. It'll have the end cap and dangle from the end. I made the pieces and she just put them all together for me. So when it's hanging from the end of the necklace, that'll be the weight that'll kind of hold the necklace in place. I did matching tassel ones. I made this one because I love hematite. Someone also told me it's pronounced hematite. I'm like, whatever. This blue is my favorite, so it's got the Swarovski crystals. Man, I can't talk. My mom had a whole bunch of the crystals years ago, and I just found a few of them when going through the last of her craft room because my brother's going to use her craft room now as his computer room since he moved in with Dad. And this one here, the black on the bottom here, has the rainbow colors. I only made a few yesterday. The larger beads are, of course, my favorite, so I'm going to wind up probably buying more of those online when it's cheaper. But those are all the rest of the things I have to work with before I'm done. So I'll be working on those probably a little bit today between that and the Mermaid, because my craft show is next weekend, and I haven't even finished a single thing for myself. And starting Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to have to start working on fudge. Thankfully, I have at least my friend Catherine that does not mind at all in coming over to help me wrap all my fudge. She gets usually a piece of fudge that she asks for, or I just give her as a thank you. And then we usually go out for coffee. Oh, there goes a bead. And when we go down for coffee, I deliver the fudge to the cafe. Here we go. I've got my bead before Riley finds it. I hope you all had a great little visit with me today. I know I enjoyed setting up my new painting, dekitting my other one. It's always fun to do when it's live. But Usually Mike's home at that point of the day. And if he's home, the dogs are usually much more rowdy because they're very excited to see Mike. And then, of course, talking with Mike home, he usually has his TV up in his room, quite loud, and playing sports and other things like that. So it's a lot easier for me to film in the mornings when not as many people are in my house and, of course, online. So I'll see you next time. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Be a great day. And remember, today is going to be the best day ever. It's one of my favorite mugs. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.